magazine has come out with an article on civilisational justice, which some say has contrasted Bhagwat's views on the matter. What really is the view of the RSS on the whole issue of reclaiming temples which were, in their view, run over by Muslim invaders? Let's debate.
Just days after RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat gave a call for peace and coexistence over the ongoing temple-mosque reclamation row across the country.
ही हार्मनी जर जगाला पाहिजे असेल तर आपल्या देशात याचं मॉडेल उभं करायचं म्हणजे ही हार्मनी आपल्या देशात असली पाहिजे. श्रद्धेचा आदर त्यामुळे राम मंदिर झालं पाहिजे, ते होत आहे. हिंदूंची श्रद्धा असताना हिंदूंना वाटतं, परंतु असं केलं म्हणजे हिंदूमध्ये नेता होता येतं म्हणून किंवा अतिरेकी भूतकाळाच्या ओझ्याच्या परिणामामुळे अतिरेकी तिरस्कार, द्वेष, शत्रुता, संशय याच्या पोटी रोज एक नवीन प्रकरण काढणे हे कसं चालेल? हे नाही चालणार.
RSS affiliate and magazine Organiser has once again reignited the Sambhal debate. In its article titled From Somnath to Sambhal, the quest for civilisational justice, the Organiser has raised questions on the flawed application of the notion of secularism and communal harmony in the case of Sambhal, a direct contrast to RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's remark. The Organiser piece further talked about how Nehruvian secularism opposed the construction of Somnath temple despite no other religious structure being involved. Further, calling for a battle for historical truth, Organiser argued that the time is ripe to address the quest of civilisational justice based on an approach of truth about Itihas. Meanwhile, the opposition has hit out against the RSS after Organiser's article was released.
This is actually revealing the truth of the RSS's doublespeak. Mohan Bhagwat, the chief of the RSS, speaking and saying about his concern that you should not be raising such disputes, and the official RSS mouthpiece saying the exact opposite. The RSS has always been against the constitution, against the unity of the people of India.
With many Hindu saints disagreeing with Bhagwat's approach and prominent Hindu voices also calling for reclamation and reconciliation of the past, is Organiser's piece part of a larger debate within the Hindu society on how far to press on the issue of civilisational justice?
Ratan Sharda, what is the position of the RSS on the issue of reclaiming temples? There was a sense after the recent comment of Mohan Bhagwat ji that the RSS is being conciliatory on the issue, that it does not want to reopen quote-unquote old wounds because it will create social disharmony. Then this piece comes up of Prafulla Ketkar in the Organiser, not to suggest that Prafulla Ketkar's views are more important than that of Mohan Bhagwat, but still, what is the view of the Sangh? Is there a clear view the Sangh has on the issue?
Arnab, thanks for giving me a few minutes to clear this issue. First of all, if you know the print media, the weekly magazine gets completed much before the actual print date, which means his editorial was written before Mohanji made his comment. So that is first point, that it is not going to, he is not going contrary to what Mohanji said. Secondly, both the people are actually talking about reconciliation, only both have taken different direction to how it happens. Secondly, Mohanji is talking not just about Hindu society or RSS or Hindu leaders, because if you look at the Waqf board, what it is doing, continuously creating new disharmony, coming up with new demands and new expectations, naturally it should be addressed to them also. Thirdly, this reconciliation needs on both the sides. And what Mohanji says, he takes a very long-term view of the social issues and the society. When Ram Mandir issues were brought up, people said that RSS trying to create disharmony, RSS going against the majority view. It was taken a minority fringe view. But over years of 30, 40 years struggle, finally it became the mainstream issue, and people opposed became marginalized.
But does the, one minute, just to pinpoint a little bit more, sorry to interrupt, sir.
Same thing happened.
No,
The
just to
reservation
interrupt you,
also,
sir.
RSS took a
I
contrary view.
agree with the broad perspective, but
Slowly
does the
brought people
RSS
around. So
want,
what more?
does the RSS want more mosques to be dug up, excavated, or go through archaeological checks on whether they have been built on the ruins or on the foundation of a temple which was destroyed by Muslim rulers? Do you want to open up more sites or not want to open up more sites? Let me be specific.
Mohanji said that we were following up with Ram Mandir, and we will not do any mass agitation on any other temple, but that doesn't preclude others from putting their demands or their expectations or their going to the court to.
So what is your view on Sambhal?
Yes, Mohanji didn't speak anything about Sambhal very clearly. And Sambhal is something
because you know, this is
nature of worship. See, nature of the place was changed after independence. You know that the ASIP was thrown out of Sambhal, and a very huge mosque was created. So even as per Places of Worship Act, Sambhal has violated the law, and so it has to be given back to Hindus the way it was before independence. Just like Gyanvapi, the nature of the place was changed by stopping the prayers.
So would I say, am I right or wrong? 1 minute. So is the Sangeet Ragi, this question goes to you. Is this a Give Our Temples Back campaign getting into a new lease of life, or is it being pulled back? I want to know. Because there is one view that it is going to create Hindu-Muslim disturbance. Don't pick up these issues. The other view is, don't forget these issues. If a temple was broken or destroyed or built over, reclaim the temple. Does the Sangh want temples to be reclaimed, or does the Sangh want to forget the past? Sangeet Ragi, in your view.
Arnab, frankly speaking, if we go by Mohan Bhagwat ji, then the message is very clear, and it is prescriptive in nature. It is very normative in nature, that there is no need to dig up temples, there is no need to dig up idols of Lord Shiva or any god in every mosque. And certainly the larger message is that there should be a full stop now. The Hindus are trying to find out, or not trying to find out, but in fact such places are coming out. And people have become far more sensitive about, particularly the Hindus, or you can say Hindu awakening, that they are very sensitive to their civilizational identity, and that's why they are coming up. Mohanji is suggesting that this is creating a disharmony in the society, and therefore should full stop. If we read Ketkar, the Ketkar article is a little bit exploratory in articulation. That look, the Muslims of the few days should not carry the evils of what the invaders did centuries back, and therefore they should not approve of iconoclasm done by them, or destruction of our temples, or whatever the injustices they perpetrated to the Hindu society.
Yes.
And therefore they should come with the Hindus. Now the question is that, are Muslim ready to listen to this kind of prescriptive suggestions, even by Ketkar or Mohan Bhagwat ji earlier also? I don't think so. Because if we look at NRC debate, if we look at Bangladesh's infiltration into India, we find that thousands of Bangladeshis pockets have come up in India, and the Muslim of India are supporting.
No, Sangeet Ragi, I think there needs to be clarity for all the followers of the Sangh and the Sangh Parivar. What is the Sangh saying? Is the Sangh saying, stop all claims on ancient temples which have been taken over or run over by Muslim invaders? Or is the Sangh saying that make the claim, You can't speak in two voices with respect. Mohan Bhagwat can't say, let's have reconciliation, it will cause social disharmony. And then Organiser says that no, we must reclaim. If the Sangh is softening its position, the followers of the Sangh need to know what is the position. You see, Mohan Bhagwat ji is speaking in a roundabout way. Is he being misinterpreted? Because not just the Hindu community, the Muslim community is also watching very closely what is the signal that Mohan Bhagwat is trying to give. Sangh is so powerful. Sangh is so deep. Sangh has so much influence that its words carry a lot of weight. I'd like to get a view from Sahid Aslam on how he is viewing the comments of the Sangh Parivar on this issue.
Arnab,
Well, Arnab, first of all, thank you for having me on your show, Arnab. Arnab, I want to tell you, for the first time, the Muslims of India had seen a sigh of relief when Mohan Bhagwat ji spoke about coexistence. When Mohan Bhagwat ji said that we should not rake up the issues, we have to follow the Places of Worship Act, which is their Places of Worship 1991 Act. Right? For the first time, he spoke about coexistence and brotherhood. And we saw a sigh of relief. But today's article, which has come in Organiser, it talks a different thing. I would like to ask Sangeet Ragiji. Sangeet Ragiji, does RSS believe in the Constitution of India? There's an act which talks about Places of Worship Act 1991, where you are not allowed to change the character of religious character of any building. Do you believe in that? And if you believe in that, why would you allow why would you allow an article? I want to understand what is civilizational justice. What is it? Okay, you have wonders of the world. You have a Taj Mahal, which is also a disputed site according to you. Qutub Minar is a disputed site according to you. Will you demolish the wonders of the world and the monumental architecture? Do you demolish these buildings to bring in the civilizational justice? We have seen maybe the invaders, the Muslim invaders, have come from a different parts of the world. They have ruled here. We are talking about the Constitution of India. We don't want to go back to 800 years back. We want to live in a modern India. We believe in coexistence. We believe in brotherhood. Today, what India wants is, you're talking about Viksit Bharat. Is this what Viksit Bharat is looking for? What we want today is...
Arnab, I want to come in.
Just 30 seconds. Today, what we want is development. Today, what we want is education. Today, what we want is, how do you create employment opportunities? That is what we need to look at. Nobody is interested in what is under the mosque or what was happening in the past civilization.
Would you have said the same thing? Would you have said the same thing, Syed? If a mosque had been broken to build a temple.
Arnab,
Let me be very specific with you.
I will answer that.
Would you have said the same thing?
I will give you a classic response to that. India has given a judgment on Babri Masjid and Ram Janmabhoomi. Magnanimously, the Muslim community accepted the verdict which was given on
after the court verdict, not before. After the court verdict. No. You carried out a long agitation to stop the construction of a Ram Mandir. Don't change your line. No. It's not a classic response. I would say it's a self-goal. It's a self-goal by you.
Arnab, in India, we believe the tenets of the Constitution. We believe the tenets of the Constitution. The case which was running for Babri Masjid and Ram Janmabhoomi, it was a title dispute. The court doesn't give the verdict basis of religion.
Anyway, I want to see. I would say to you, Ratan Sharda, because you're a very well-known RSS ideologue, that Ratan Sharda, to leave confusion is not right on the part of the Sangh Parivar. The Sangh Parivar should take a clear position. Because the position Sangh is taken is not the position of Yogi Adityanath. Are you saying the position of Yogi Adityanath on the issue is different from that of the Sangh Parivar?
First of all, let me repeat.
Is the Sangh in this reconciliatory mode that we must not pick up Sambhal, we must not pick up Kashi, Mathura, other places because it will create social disharmony? If that is the view, we need to know. That needs to be one clear view. There needs to be a communication. See, on public issues, my complaint with the RSS is that it cannot expect its words to go through several layers of interpretation. The RSS, understanding its clout, has the duty to speak a clear line, which sometimes it does not. It tries to speak in teasers, suggestions. After the elections also, it was suggesting, indicating, and then pulling back. People of the country don't want to solve puzzles of words. What is the RSS view on the reclaiming of temples? I have not got a clear answer from you. Sheikh Hamid, have you got a clear answer on that?
Can I come in?
See,
can I complete my...
After Sheikh, I'll come to you. Yeah, Sheikh Hamid of the Congress.
India thrives on the principle of unity and integrity. When we say that what RSS has said, I don't care what the chief minister of a particular state believes in. But let me tell you, when we had this Ayodhya issue, and after the court verdict, we have a Ram Mandir when Hindu believes that Ram was born in Ayodhya. And we welcome that. And there should be a stop, because it would result in the endless dispute, endless debates, and ultimately we have rights. What happened in Sambhal? There must be somewhere down the line. I believe we should balance. India has a global image. We have a global image that in its ability to balance tradition and progressiveness. So somewhere down, it has to be stopped, because it's impossible, it's impractical. You cannot claim, because we have very confusing history, a complex history. We cannot. It's not possible that we can say that let's reclaim all the temples. Is it possible? It is practical. No. It will result in disharmony. It will result in riots. What's happening in India? Every time we'll be debating on these issues. When we start saying that there was on. In fact, I would say that, in fact, Ajmer, I was some weeks before, somebody said, and I think there is a case against that, again in Ajmer, then Sambhal. So there are thousands of cases, thousands of litigations and disputes will be in the court. So India will be occupied on this only. And our image as a global
Ratan
image,
Sharda, you seem to be unsure
country,
today.
You
seem to be unsure today.
Largest democracy
You
in the
didn't
world.
allow me to speak. When I'm saying I'll respond to these people,
We are the largest democracy in the world. What are we doing to our image?
Now see, can I speak now? You have made your point. First of all, when Mohanji says, I said, is also fits to Muslim leadership also. Have Muslims, why are the Muslims standing for the invaders? When Mohanji clears, he says, we have the same DNA, we come from the same family from Bharat, and we have same history. Why do Muslims make a joke out of it? Why do Muslims criticize him when he says that? Because he believes that when you don't believe that you are... No, wait. This debate is going very nice. Don't try to interrupt and make sure. Don't shout.
You are more
don't shout. I listen to you. I listen to you. Please don't shout. So when you say that this claim is bad, but your Waqf board will keep on making new claims, and you will pay for that. When Waqf board takes away the temple which is older than Islam, when Waqf board takes away the land of farmers who are older than Islam, will that create reconciliation?
That's not correct.
Listen, you are trying to make it. Let me come in. Let me answer. You are trying to make it as a. You are.
RSS position is very clear.
See the problem with you is. Let me tell you. Please have courage to listen.
If you
made your point. I got
it. In the debate, then don't tell me I didn't answer.
This is not a fight. This is not a fight of Hinduism versus Islam. You are trying to make it. No.
Arnab asked me to speak.
What Mohan Bhagwat has actually whatever he is saying, he's talking in favor of his country. He's talking for the country as a whole. The image of the country as a whole.
Any temple that is coming up, we will change the face.
You are trying to make it as Hinduism and Islam. It's not Hinduism and Islam. It's about India. It's about India. It's about the attacks going on in India.
The nature of the particular place. You can change the place of your Glanvapi place of.
No, but you can criticize them. However, I ask you, is it expecting, sir? 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Sir, given, I'm asking you, Ratan Sharda, given the clout, importance and influence of the RSS on every aspect of Hindu society, which is more than 80% of the population of India, the RSS must make its position quite clear.
It is clear. See, those disputes which are already there, they cannot be stopped. Even these cases in the courts are already before the statement was made, before Ram Mandir came up. So are you saying that we'll go back to turn the clock back and say जो है वो भी ले लो? ऐसा नहीं होगा.
But what he's saying is don't open up new cases.
Don't keep on getting new claims, whether it's Waqf, whether it's...
But then how fair is that? One minute. I don't understand this either. Ratan Sharda, law is based on precedent. Ratan Sharda, give me a moment. Ratan Sharda, all law is based on the principle of precedent. All law is based on the principle of precedent. If you are setting a precedent in one case, shouldn't it apply? You are not listening to me, sir.
It is voted by the Muslim rulers also.
Sir, you can't blame Muslim rulers now for this.
They want rights in this country. That's what they want.
You believe in the Constitution of India.
They want this country to burn in the communal fire.
Muslim ruler didn't do that. The day you say I am ready to give up my claim, I will say to the mosque, don't demolish it, but yes, it was temple. Put board on all the mosques which are built on the temple land. Are you ready for that? You should be ready if you don't belong to invaders. If you are Indian Muslims, you say yes.
Don't go back to centuries. Do you believe in the Constitution of India? Do you believe in the Constitution of India? You don't believe in the Constitution of India.
50 years, 500 years.
RSS is a century-old organization. You are not clear about what your chief has spoken. You are not adhering to your chief's words. You are not
stalling the case everywhere. And finally, we got the verdict.
You are not even adhering to your chief's words. There is no synchronization with your chief and the other.
Close the letter.
Okay.
Should you not show the big hand?
No, I continue to hold the view. I continue to hold the view that Mohan Bhagwat ji should make his position clear. Does he want new cases picked up or not? Is he saying full stop? After Kashi Mathura, no more cases? Or is he saying something else?
Why even Kashi Mathura? Why even Kashi Mathura?
Should not go on
Okay.
this point.
The Constitution of India.
Okay, I have an audio issue going on here. Ladies and gentlemen, when I come back, top Congress leader Sandeep Dixit on why he will not apologize to Arvind Kejriwal and why he calls him a fraud. And incredibly furious BJP India Alliance debate on a day when I believe the stage is set for several leaders of the India Alliance to throw the Congress out of the alliance itself. When I'm back, the big story is developing.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Artificial intelligence has changed the way we do things, and so much more is in the offing. The Republic Media Network is very, very proud to announce this game-changing partnership with Samsung. Because with Samsung, the Galaxy AI is here. From our news anchors to our reporters to Republic Network staff, we will all be using Samsung devices. We are excited about the new Galaxy Z series and the Galaxy S series, both powered by Galaxy AI. And we will be using these phones on screen and behind the scenes daily to bring you the news first. My experience in using the Samsung devices shows that it makes us deliver the news much faster. It helps us deliver the news.
कल कांग्रेस के एक बड़े नेता अजय माकन जी कहते हैं अरविंद केजरीवाल जी एंटी नेशनल हैं। अगर उन्हें आम आदमी पार्टी से दिक्कत है, अगर उन्हें लगता है हम एंटी नेशनल हैं, तो लोकसभा चुनाव में उन्होंने गठबंधन में चुनाव क्यों लड़ा? क्यों अरविंद केजरीवाल से प्रचार करवाया? अगर उनकी भारतीय जनता पार्टी से सांठ गांठ नहीं है तो फिर वो अगले 24 घंटे में अजय माकन के खिलाफ एक्शन लें, जिन्होंने अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को एंटी नेशनल कहा।
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra powered by Galaxy AI bring you the latest news in a super efficient and summarized format from across the country only on Republic TV.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And this evening, I want to give you all a clear sense of why the Congress party has no utility for the other members of the India Alliance, and why I believe that it is a matter of time before they get together and get rid of the baggage. I want to begin with some sharp words. One, Congress party has no utility. Secondly, under Rahul Gandhi and under the Gandhi Vadra Nehru family, the Congress party is very diminished power. It is in fact a political baggage. The India Alliance is doomed from the word go if it has any further tie-up with the Congress party. And in fact, the rest of the India Alliance they're smart people. They saw the results of the Haryana elections. They saw the results of the elections in Jammu and Kashmir. They saw the results there in Maharashtra and realized that the longer they go with the Congress party, all they are doing is that they are providing ventilator support to the Congress party. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said in my last debate, that as of today, except for complete and absolute and pathetic loyalists like Yogendra Yadav, some rubbish YouTubers, and some out-of-work comedians, ladies and gentlemen, nobody truly supports the Congress party. Now, let me give a reality check to the Congress party. And for all the Congi watchers tonight, for all the pro-Rahul gang, for all the urban Naxals, I'm sorry, but I will have to share some harsh truths with you. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2020, the Congress party touched a record low with less than 5% votes in Delhi. 63 of its candidates failed to secure even 1/6 of the total valid votes cast. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been constantly on downslide in the national capital. In 2015, they got 9.7% of the votes. Another historic low. What is the biggest achievement of the Congress party? Going from low to low to low. Every time they hit a new low, they surprise you with yet another one. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give the example of Uttar Pradesh and tell you why Akhilesh is fed up of the Congress party. He grudgingly gave them 17 seats. They could win only 6. Ladies and gentlemen, in West Bengal, the Congress party was completely and totally wiped out. Mamata Banerjee rightly did not give them a single seat. Then let's take the case of Maharashtra, where the party became overconfident after the Lok Sabha elections, where the urban Naxals got a fluke and fought hard to contest 108 seats. Ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi got tired. He did not campaign. Mallikarjun Kharge campaigned only in 9 places, also got tired. At the end of the day, Congress vote share in Maharashtra, once one of its strongest bases, is between 11 and 12%. That's pathetic. The party got just 16 seats out of 108 that it contested. The party was wiped out in Jammu and Kashmir. Omar Abdullah was fed up with the Congress party in Jammu and Kashmir and almost said so. At the end of the day, after getting all the support from Omar Abdullah, the Congress won only 2 seats in the Kashmir region. And then went ahead to Omar Abdullah and with its nose up in the air like an anti-aircraft gun, the Congress top leadership told Omar Abdullah that both its MLAs must be made ministers. Omar Abdullah told the Congress party to get lost. Rightly so. Ladies and gentlemen, the Congress party was rejoicing that it's winning Haryana. It got wiped out in Haryana. Everybody, including the pathetically loyal Yogendra Yadav, the urban Naxals and the exit pollsters, were all proven wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, in Jharkhand, the JMM won, not the Congress party. In Tamil Nadu, the DMK won, not the Congress party. The Congress could not win, ladies and gentlemen, a single seat in Andhra Pradesh out of 25 seats. They contested in 23 and lost all. This is the reality of the Congress party. This is the harsh reality. It is only a matter of time that the Arvind Kejriwal now sees an opportunity in this. He has 2 things to fulfill. One, he has to be anti-Congress after being a Congress loyalist for the last 7 odd years. He has to distance himself from Congress for political reasons. Secondly, he sees in this an opportunity to become the glue for the other anti-Congress parties who are equally fed up. A likely possibility in the run-up to the Delhi elections is the Congress party being asked to either leave or leave the leadership or assumed leadership of the India Alliance. It is going to be a major reality check for the Congress party. They must understand, ladies and gentlemen, that this is Bharat. Only leaders who are rooted and who understand the country, who come from the grassroots, can do politics in this country. Not these airy-fairy types who land up from nowhere, spend half their time outside the country, come in occasionally, wear t-shirts and believe they've got it all right. It's not working. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not working. And that is my view on the nation's sharpest opinion. Let's debate.
अगर कोई फर्जीवाड़े का राजा है पूरे देश के अंदर तो वो फर्जीवाल केजरीवाल है।
अगले 24 घंटे में अजय माकन के खिलाफ एक्शन ले, जिन्होंने अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को एंटी नेशनल कहा।
The Aam Aadmi Party has given a 24-hour ultimatum to Congress.
अगर उनकी भारतीय जनता पार्टी से सांठ गांठ नहीं है तो फिर वो अगले 24 घंटे में अजय माकन के खिलाफ एक्शन ले, जिन्होंने अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को एंटी नेशनल कहा।
A deadlock in Delhi as Aam Aadmi Party demands Congress apology.
अब सारी हदें पार हो चुकी हैं, सारी सीमाएं पार हो चुकी हैं। मैं मांग करता हूं कांग्रेस पार्टी से कि 24 घंटे के अंदर अजय माकन के खिलाफ कार्रवाई करें, वरना इंडिया गठबंधन के जो और भी घटक दल हैं उनसे हम लोग मांग करेंगे कि कांग्रेस को इंडिया गठबंधन से अलग करें।
The threat from up that it's now time to expel Congress from the India Alliance.
I don't think Congress has ever taken the Aam Aadmi Party very seriously. They can give their ultimatum to whoever they want. Look, what is the India Alliance for, right? India Alliance is at the national level. India Alliance's main thing is that we will defeat Narendra Modi. And the India Alliance does not extend to state in areas where there has been no pre-existing alliance.
The BJP is looking to capitalize on the rift between Congress and AAP.
इन दोनों दलों के बीच में जो ये गले मिलते दिख रहे थे, ये वैसे ही गले मिल रहे थे जैसे अलाउद्दीन खिलजी अपने चचा जलालुद्दीन खिलजी से गले मिलता था, और दोनों की नजर इस पे थी कि कौन दूसरे को निपटा कर गद्दी पर पूरा कब्जा कर ले।
The power tussle in Delhi has now become national.
तो सब लोगों को मिलजुल के फैसला लेना है और जो सबकी राय बनेगी उसमें हम लोगों को किसी के नाम पे कोई अभी विचार नहीं किया है, लेकिन जब ये निर्णय होगा सब लोग बैठेंगे तभी हो सकता है। और हमारे समझ से इंडिया अलायंस में जितने लोग हैं, जितने सीनियर लीडर्स हैं, कोई भी आए तो उसमें आपत्ति किसी बात की नहीं।
The anti-Congress sentiment is strong in the NT bloc.
हे सगळं जे वातावरण आहे हे जरा अस्वस्थ करणार आहे. आता तो टेक्नॉलॉजिकल काही इश्यू आहे का वोटर्स लिस्टमध्ये काही आहे, हा सगळा प्रश्न चर्चेशिवाय होणार नाही मला योग्य वाटत आहे, कारण मी स्वतः 4 वेळा त्याच ईव्हीएम वरनं निवडून आलेले.
With Mamata saying Rahul can't lead. And now Kejriwal ruling out alliance with Congress. Is Congress out of the opposition too?
Senior Congress leader Sandeep Dixit is with us tonight, and he, among others, has called Arvind Kejriwal Farziwal. Can you explain in plain English what Farziwal means to those who may not be acquainted with this colloquialism? Sandeep Dixit.
Well, I think it's very simple. The word farji in Hindi or in North India means a fraudster, a fraud or a cheater. It's a various combination of words, and depending on the context in which you use, but basically about somebody who claims to be what he is not, who tries to sell something that they are not selling, and in the terms of what is called the earlier penal code, 420. So I think that's how we describe what a farjiwal is. Ki bada farji karta hai, he frauds a lot or he cheats a lot. I think that's simply what farjiwal means.
Right. Breaking tickers on, please, given what Sandeep Dixit is saying tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You have called in full knowledge on a live TV program. Therefore, you are calling Arvind Kejriwal a 420, जो हिंदी में जिसको 420 कहते हैं. Yes?
Yes.
You are calling him a 420, 420.
See, हम तो ये कह रहे हैं, see, Arnab ji, not only today, almost for the last 6-7 years, I've consistently gone on video. I mean, I'm not somebody who people know very well. My videos or my talks are not seen that much. But if somebody would take a look, I've consistently shown all his claims on development, all his claims on what he works in Delhi, all his claims about being the most honest in Indian politics, all of that to be a charade. In fact, very often he has misquoted statistics. He has, taken out numbers that don't exist. He made claims on the various things that he's done in development. Almost all of them are, I would say, not just exaggerations.
I'm asking you the choice of words.
And when you see a government,
I'm asking you a choice of words. And
what
you have
what
said,
is 420?
you said he's a you said he's a 420
on a wrong statement.
What do you mean by saying he's a 420? What do you mean by that?
Yes. It means that you try and get people's votes, you try and will people's affection by a complete series of fraudulent claims. That's what it means.
So, Mr. Sandeep Dixit, the nation wants to know tonight from you that why did you team up with a person you are calling a cheat, a fraud and a 420 in the national elections? He has not become all of this overnight, has he, in your view?
No. I've been saying this almost 5, 6, 7 years, almost from 2017, 2018. In fact, even before that, even during the 2013 and 14 elections. So it's not something I've said new. Look, at the national level, when the party decided to align with him, it was not an alliance in favor of the Kejriwal government or what he had done in Delhi. Okay? There was a larger alliance, and most of us thought that it is important that an alliance is formed in which a strong opposition can put up a stiff fight against the Narendra Modi government. And it was our assessment that because of the wrong policies of that government, we as an opposition need to get them out of parliament. Fair enough. I think any opposition party has a right to understand what they would like to do to win an election. When it comes down to the Delhi, just as our assessment was that BJP policies may not be good for India, much more vehemently and much more strongly, at least people like me and many like us at the Delhi Congress fervently believe that Arvind Kejriwal is singularly and solely responsible for the destruction that has been caused in Delhi. From 2013-14, Delhi has been almost on a continuous decline, almost on any sector that you pick up, including his favorite claims that he has done wonders in education and health. And if I ever get a chance, I don't think.
But if you say all this and you say, you see, you can't. No. 1 minute. I don't discount the fact that you have said this before. But your party, if your party is tying up with a person who you think is a cheat, hypocrite, fraud, and 420, then your party also is a party of opportunists. You're also cheating the people of Delhi and cheating the people of the country by giving a different line in the eve of the national elections and quickly doing this somersault before the Delhi elections. But you see, Sandeep, people remember, it's only been 5-6 months, people remember everything. People remember everything you did 6 months back.
Let me answer this. You see, we were not defending Kejriwal. We were not asking for votes for Kejriwal. Okay? There are large number of voters in Delhi, and it is clear that Aam Aadmi Party also has a fairly large number of voters. That's why they've been winning the Delhi elections and the MCD elections while they've not done well at the national scene. We thought that there are a lot of common voters of the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party who, while in the state may not support each other, at the national level will probably vote.
No, but it doesn't make sense, Sandeep. One sec. Sandeep, on Liquorgate, Ajay Markan criticized Arvind Kejriwal and then changed his line and it became quiet. Right. Now you are back to calling him a cheat. What is the guarantee, Mr. Dikshit, that 1 month from now you won't be looking at each other in the eye and saying, election's over, let's get back together?
Look, first of all, I don't think Mr. Markan or I or anybody changed our opinion as far as the liquor scam is concerned. In fact, the liquor scam came about because of the letter written by the Congress to the LG, who forwarded it to the various investigating agencies. And I, for one, have continuously gone to the LG and given him and made him requests for making various inquiries on a large number of charges against the Arvind Kejriwal government. So the Delhi unit...
Do you feel he's guilty? Do you feel he's guilty in Liquorgate? Do you feel he's guilty in Liquorgate?
I do.
You do? Your party does? Your party does? Your party does?
Yes.
Your party feels he's guilty in Liquorgate?
My party has ever defended him on Liquorgate. But nobody from my party...
Mr. Dikshit, can I open the lines with 1 or 2 callers? You see, my show has this format, and I believe it's empowering the audiences if they get to speak to newsmakers. Now, you know that your party and I have a rocky relationship. I don't know. But can I open lines and you'll take 2 callers to be direct interaction? All right? We'll take a direct interaction, 2 live calls tonight.
On the question of...
On the question of what you're talking about, Arvind Kejriwal.
Is it?
On the question of Delhi. On the question of what's going on in Delhi. And I have one more question to you tonight. One more question to you tonight. Because I don't believe in surprises. With your permission, may I ask the senior BJP leader, Sudhanshu Trivedi, who's waiting to come on next, to spend 2 minutes with you on this debate. And then I shall let you go. Okay, with your permission. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Lines open and we'll get Sudhanshu Trivedi in. Sudhanshu Trivedi हमारे साथ इस वक्त live हैं. Sudhanshu Trivedi, senior BJP leader, one of its best known and respected spokespersons, is live tonight with Sandeep Dikshit. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, संदीप दीक्षित जी जो वरिष्ठ कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेता हैं, शीला दीक्षित जी के सुपुत्र हैं, उन्होंने कहा कि अरविंद केजरीवाल फ्रॉड, चीट और 420 है. 420 शब्द का प्रयोग किया गया और वो कह रहे हैं ये तो हमारी पार्टी की पुरानी पोजीशन है. इस पर आपकी क्या राय है? What is your view on this?
देखिए, संदीप दीक्षित जी जो कह रहे हैं, दैट इज अ रियल ट्रूथ, a very near to what he is saying. But as far as his party's stand is concerned, I would like to remind, we remember that 10-11 years back, जब दिल्ली की ऑटो के पीछे शीला दीक्षित जी की फोटो के साथ लिखा रहता था, ईमानदार या बेईमान, ये जरा इको हो रहा है, इसको ठीक करवा दीजिएगा.
आप बोलिए, मैं ठीक कर रहा हूं.
And even after that, I would like to remind, in 2013, BJP became the single largest party with 32 seats. Aam Aadmi Party got 28 seats and Congress Party got the 8 seats. तब कांग्रेस पार्टी ने ही आम आदमी पार्टी की पालकी ढोकर सत्ता की दहलीज पार कराई थी. इसमें कोई इफ एंड बट नहीं है. द नेमेसिस ऑफ द कांग्रेस पार्टी इज विद देम. एंड वन मोर थिंग इज वेरी क्लियर, वॉट एवर इज हैपनिंग, it is nothing but a very clear-cut stand that in so-called India alliance, there was no any consistent policy to fight against BJP or fight against the tall stature of Shri Narendra Modi. It was just an exercise to prove that who is the main opposition party. And in Haryana, Congress has shown Aam Aadmi Party their true space. Now the same thing is happening with Congress in Delhi. But one more thing is very clear. मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूं, दिल्ली की जनता ने 6 महीने पहले दोनों को एक दूसरे के साथ देखा है. अब इनके साथ जो स्थिति एक दूसरे पे हो रही है, जानते हैं इस पे अर्णव, मुझे क्या एक गीत याद आता है पुराना.
आप उनको सुनाइए ना. आप संदीप दीक्षित को अपना गीत सुनाइए.
गीत की एक पंक्ति याद आती है.
एक बार फिर बोलिए, मैं मिस कर गया. संदीप दीक्षित जी.
संदीप जी या कांग्रेस.
संदीप जी, कैन यू हियर सुधांशु त्रिवेदी? 1 मिनट, कैन यू हियर हिम?
आज कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी.
आप बोलिए.
बीच में आवाज चली गई.
नहीं, संदीप दीक्षित जी, आपको सुधांशु त्रिवेदी कुछ
उपयुक्त लगती है.
एक मिनट, सुधांशु त्रिवेदी इस विषय को लेकर आपको कोई एक गीत के माध्यम से कुछ कहना चाहते हैं. ही वॉन्ट्स टू से समथिंग टू यू यूजिंग सम राइम और सॉन्ग. सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, प्लीज कैरी ऑन.
Okay. I'm just Arnab, I reminding a very old song जो कहता है, वो इस समय आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस पे फिट बैठता है कि रहते थे कभी जिनके दिल में, रहते थे कभी जिनके दिल में, ये जान से भी प्यारों की तरह, बैठे हैं उन्हीं के कूचे में, पर आज गुनहगारों की तरह. दोनों एक दूसरे को गुनहगार बनाने में लगे हैं. ये इनकी असली फितरत और इंडी गठबंधन की जो असली हैसियत है. और एक और मैं बात कहना चाहूंगा, आम आदमी पार्टी तो एक्सपोज है ही, पर राहुल गांधी जी tried to become over smart after the Lok Sabha election. He tried to impose that he has become whole and sole leader of the opposition. और उनको जिस ढंग से now it is a challenge for his leadership in the India alliance itself. इसके लिए हिंदी में एक कहावत है अर्णव, चले थे चौबे छब्बे बनने और रह गए दूबे बन के. Again I am repeating for English audience, चले थे चौबे छब्बे बनने, रह गए दूबे बन के. ये इनके लिए बिल्कुल फिट बैठता है. अर्णव, ये लगातार इको हो रहा है.
मैं इको को ठीक करा रहा हूं, आप जरा धैर्य रखिए, अभी ठीक करा रहा हूं. संदीप दीक्षित, नाउ you know what BJP has said today is that you are not going to be able to distance yourself from the Aam Aadmi Party. And the BJP is betting on the fact that the people of Delhi will remember the incredible closeness. Because that was you see, AAP needed you when Arvind Kejriwal came out and wanted your support when he was put behind bars. He needed your support, he became close to you. He came out, you were together in Delhi, he walked out, now you're walking out. But the people of Delhi see you as one unit. Do you agree that the people of Delhi, Mr. Dikshit, see you as one political unit?
No, I don't think they do. I think people of Delhi very clearly remember how Mr. Kejriwal viciously attacked the Congress, attacked my late mother, has consistently only attacked the Congress in Delhi. And very clearly, I think they remember that. And what happened in 2013, all of us realize is a mistake. But those kind of alliances, many parties have done. I mean, the JDU, BJP alliance in Bihar has been on and off all the time. So I don't think people really get that worried about sometimes alliances coming on and coming off. And in this election, yes, whether anybody would consider that or not, and even to Sudhanshu ji, I'll put across, this election, people very, very desperately have found the 10 years of the Aam Aadmi government as
right
something that has led to a difficult Delhi, which is very difficult to live in.
Okay.
The kind of nonsense that is happening, the kind of pollution, the kind of jams, the kind of problems in other... Sorry?
Yeah, please continue. Sorry, I had a caller then. Yeah, please
the
continue.
kind of things that are happening in Delhi. I think Delhi, the voters in Delhi are now trying to look to redeem themselves and get Delhi back on the path of development. That, as you go to anybody in the streets of Delhi, they will say that they are yearning for a Delhi that they had kind of voted out almost 10 years ago. And our strategy in Delhi is going to be to work on that. I don't think the people of Delhi are confusing the Aam Aadmi Party
Are you ready?
with the Congress.
One question
very, very
to you
clearly
before I get a response to what you said. Are you ready to risk the India Alliance situation? Because you see, there's a gathering storm. AAP, TMC, Sharad Pawar, Mulayam Singh Yadav, Omar Abdullah are all criticizing the Congress. Some of them are asking the Congress to leave the leadership of the India Alliance.
Look, what happens in the India Alliance, it's not something, I am concerned about because I'm not that level, and that is between my senior leadership and the India Alliance. I'm concerned about the Delhi elections where these parties are not an issue. Nobody in the Congress has told us to have a soft corner for the Aam Aadmi Party, especially not me. I mean, I've been very, very clearly critical of Aam Aadmi Party for a very, very long time. Even at a time when the BJP was not consistently using facts, attacking Aam Aadmi Party government, I have been doing that and trying to show the fact that almost all their claims are hollow. As I said, I've done that consistently over 7-8 years, and using the data that Aam Aadmi Party itself publishes.
Yes.
So I don't think,
but the language you are using tonight, I must say,
is a confusing thing. They know we attack the Aam Aadmi Party. They know we are vicious of the Kejriwal government.
Having known you for a while, though of late from far, let me say that your use of words has been what some may say as intemperate or very harsh today. And I'm sure it's going to invite a very harsh reaction. And it is my duty as a journalist to get a reaction from the Aam Aadmi Party to your words today. And Mr. Marathe, who is here, Mr. Marathe, Sandeep Dikshit has called your leader Arvind Kejriwal a cheat, a fraud, and a 400 bis. Just 10 minutes back on the program, and stands by what he said. Our viewers are surprised. That's what's going on between both of you. Your response, please.
Arnab, I patiently listened to a lot of personal attacks against my leader Arvind Kejriwal ji, and I want to very seriously and with all responsibility say this, that unfortunately politicians like Sandeep Dikshit ji or Ajay Maken ji, they used to consider themselves the Nawabs of Delhi. Once upon a time, they used to control the Delhi Secretariat, they used to control every business in Delhi, they used to control politics of Delhi. And along came an Aam Aadmi like Arvind Kejriwal, who said that the prices of electricity are too high because of the corruption. The prices of water are too high because of your corruption. The government schools are too pathetic because of your neglect. The hospitals are dysfunctional because of your neglect. And Aam Aadmi Party got a historic mandate, and the entire dukaan of these politicians who used to control Delhi was completely demolished. So I have sympathy. I understand where the angst and the bitterness of somebody like Mr. Dikshit comes from. And to that, I will only say that the last time that Mr. Dikshit won an election was in 2009. We are in 2024. The only reason that Mr. Dikshit is being interviewed today on a national television channel is because he is the son of a former chief minister.
Now you're being very unfair.
He does not have a following. He does not have a constituency in Delhi. And even in today's interview, Arnab, he did not say a single thing. He's a candidate for the election. I did not hear him say a single thing about what his plan is for Delhi. Arvind Kejriwal is going out there and campaigning on issues. He's saying, I will deliver free healthcare for everybody above 60 years of age, whether you are going to a private hospital or a public hospital. What is the Congress party's stand? What is the BJP's stand? Arvind Kejriwal is saying that I will deliver health insurance and deliver 1 lakh rupees for every auto wala's child's marriage. What is the BJP and Congress stand?
We go on. He's raised his hand for the last 3 to 4 minutes. Akshay, you will appreciate. You will appreciate. He wants to. Yes, sir. Please, Mr. Dikshit.
Arnabji, this is not fair. I was called to respond to questions that you asked.
Correct.
I was not asked what my agenda is going to be. And you cannot give this man a time to propagate what his party's campaign is. This is not a debate on campaign issues. I think this is the way where I call them a cheat. This is not correct. And as far as all the things that is concerned, that I had a finger in every business in this city, I want this man to prove that. 11 years, every file they have had. 11 years they've tried to do every kind of investigation. Where the hell is the proof of the Aam Aadmi Party? This is just not fair. And I'm asking you, call them to a debate with me. Let them try and find out what the issues of corruption are. Every point that this man has made, do you have the guts to prove a single thing? Do you have the guts to take out even a single page of paper?
Let him complete, Mr. Marathe, don't intervene.
और ऐसा झूठ बोल रहे हैं जिसका कोई सच नहीं है. No, Mr. Goswami, you cannot let a person on national TV blame me and blame my party for businesses, which means an allegation of corruption without proof.
One minute. May I respond to you, sir? May I respond to you, Mr. Dixit?
Let him have proof. Let him do it.
May I respond to you, Mr. Dixit?
11 years I've waited for this. 11 years they've not been able to do a damn thing.
Okay, one minute. Akshay, wait. Let me moderate this. Now, let me say this tonight to you, Mr. Dixit.
Look,
I never break the rules of engagement.
This kind of a talk, I'm not going to be on the show.
Mr.
I will not
Dixit,
tolerate anybody's mudslinging and maligning my
Mr.
name
Dixit,
or that of my mother or that of her work.
Mr.
This is
Dixit,
just not done. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Yeah, Mr. Dixit, let me say this to you, that I never break the rules of engagement on my program. Point one. Point two, you will agree that even when I asked Sudhanshu Trivedi to come in, I took your permission. And even right now, let me say this, everyone on, that there are at least 100 callers who are lined up to call to speak to you on this debate. So a lot of people are watching. People across Delhi are watching. Now, Mr. Marathe, just hold on. I wish to place on record that my terms of engagement were Mr. Dixit was a one-to-one. However, I felt compelled, Mr. Dixit, since you use strong language, to give an opportunity to the AAP to respond to that point. Now, Mr. Marathe, you would agree that since you made some personal allegations against Mr. Dixit, and he has, one minute, let me place on record. He has said that he will face, if he says come to the studio, I will come with my information and papers. You made allegations against me and my mother for a very long time, and I'm willing to respond to them. Now, Mr. Marathe, can we return to the issue tonight?
Can I make one clarification, Arnab?
To him,
I was merely saying that the Congress politicians of that era lost their power over Delhi. They lost their stranglehold over Delhi. I did not make any personal allegation about Mr. Dixit's involvement in any businesses.
You use the word
one minute. No. He's responding to you now, Akshay is responding again.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
I merely...
No, 1 minute. Let him respond to you. 1 minute. A big point tonight, he has agreed to do a proper Delhi debate. We will invite the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP and Mr. Dixit to our studios. We can have a proper debate on all the issues concerned. Now, I have to open phone lines. Mr. Dixit and Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, आपके permission के साथ बहुत ज़्यादा phones आ रहे हैं. I think a lot of calls from Delhi also. And Raghuvinder Singh is our first caller from New Delhi. Raghuvinder ji, you're watching the debate. What do you think is going on? हो क्या रहा है? What's happening?
अर्नब जी, पहले तो आपको बधाई, क्योंकि आप सच बोलते हो, सच दिखाते हो.
धन्यवाद.
और ये कैसा अलायंस है? कभी तो गले मिलते हैं और कभी गालियां निकालते हैं. 2 लाइन बोलूंगा. हमें तो अपनों ने लूटा, गैरों में इतना कहाँ दम था. हमारी तो किश्ती वहां डूबी जहां पानी ही कम था. क्या कहेंगे ये सब?
जवाब संदीप दीक्षित ही दे.
No, that's okay.
It's a comment.
That our kind of alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party in the national elections.
It was a comment, not a question.
It's not like he's most welcome to that. As I said, that's why I'm saying if it's a comment, that's okay. I don't think he's asked me a question. So, but as I said, he's free and welcome to have his opinion.
After this, I'll get the other panelists. Sudhanshu Trivedi, would you like to respond?
Given my defense of the question, that's it.
Yeah, Sudhanshu, you must be enjoying this, Sudhanshu.
One thing I would like to say. No. हम तो देखिए, हम तो इस समय दृष्टा भाव से देख रहे हैं. इसके लिए एक लाइन कहना चाहूंगा. राम झरोके बैठ के सबका मुजरा ले, जाकी जैसी करनी वाको वैसे दे. Now I would like to say one more thing, that the Aam Aadmi Party is having a habit of shoot and scoot, making a tall claim, frivolous allegations, And then in n number of cases, they have to tender an apology on the court. Against the late Sri Arun Jaitley, against Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, what I remember against Sri Kapil Sibal, and what I remember also against Sri Manish Tiwari. They have been officially tendered apology on the anti-defamation case put by. So they should be very careful while making an allegation. And as far as the personal attack is concerned, I would like to remind, सिर्फ एक चीज इस पर साफ हो जाएगा कौन सच है कौन झूठ बोल रहा है. Your millions of viewers can go and check. Kejriwal ji on 27th of October 2013 has done a tweet against Sheila Dikshit ji कि मुख्यमंत्री आवास में मुझे जानकारी लगी है कि 15-15 एसी लगे हैं. मुझे तो यह भी जानकारी लगी है कि बाथरूम में भी एसी लगे हैं. एंड यू नो व्हाट द वर्ल्ड ऑफ केजरीवाल जी, मेरा कलेजा कांप उठता है कि कौन भरता है इसके बिल जब दिल्ली की 40% जनसंख्या झुग्गी झोपड़ी में रहती है. तो कैसे कोई मुख्यमंत्री ऐसे बंगले में रह सकता है? And now look at the शीश महल स्टोरी. इसे देखकर लगता है कि कहना क्या और करना क्या. और मैं आम आदमी मराठे साहब आपको एक बात के लिए गौर फरमाऊंगा. यू हैव पुट एन एलिगेशन ऑन संदीप दीक्षित जी और अस दैट वी आर पुटिंग एलिगेशन. फॉरगेट अबाउट अवर एलिगेशन. आपके लिए पर्सनल अटैक किसने नहीं किया है? आपके योगेंद्र यादव, शांति भूषण, प्रशांत भूषण, कुमार विश्वास संस्थापक सदस्य, किरण बेदी, शाजिया इल्मी, एडमिरल रामदास, and above and all, Anna, who has officially written a letter accusing Kejriwal ji of ditching his ideals on the शराब घोटाला. The letter is available. सर अब और क्या बात कहेंगे जब आपके साथियों से लेके जिनको आप अपना आइडियोलॉजिकल गॉडफादर मानते थे, अन्ना तक ने कह दिया. तो मुझे लगता है उसके बाद आप अपने को उनसे बड़ा अगर मानने लगे कि यू आर द एपोस्टल ऑफ ट्रूथ एंड अदर कट्टर ईमानदार, तो मैं इनके लिए अर्णव एक लाइन कहना चाहूंगा. दिल्ली की जनता आज जैसा ठगा हुआ महसूस कर रही है तो वो इनसे ये कहती होगी, पहले मासूम चेहरा बना के आए थे ना कि बड़े मासूम लगते थे मेरे सनम, क्या से क्या हो गए देखते देखते. जिनको पत्थर से हमने बनाया सनम वो खुदा हो गए देखते देखते. आज आप अपने को खुदा समझने लगे. सब बेईमान हैं, इवन आपके साथी भी बेईमान हैं और अन्ना भी गलत हैं, उनको भी बरगलाया गया है. बट द पीपल हैव अंडरस्टूड द ट्रू कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ बोथ दीज पार्टीज. Now both these parties are
Akshay Marathe's response,
the people of Delhi.
And it's a hot debate tonight. I have to let Sandeep Dikshit go in a minute. Mr. Dikshit, I'll free you in a minute. Yes.
Just one thing. I think anyone who's watching the debate today will realize that there is a very nice jugalbandi going on between the BJP and the Congress. Because whatever the Congress is saying, the BJP seems to be agreeing with. Whatever the BJP is saying, the Congress seems to be agreeing with. So if a Congress supporter and voter is watching this debate today, isn't it natural that they will start thinking that is the Congress an enemy of the BJP or is it an enemy of the Aam Aadmi Party? Is the Congress working to benefit the BJP? Is it
I'll let Sandeep respond because you're staying on, Akshay. But the other panelists are joining in. Sandeep wants to respond to your last point. Yes, Sandeep.
Yeah, Arnab, just one point in the end. I think in the question that this gentleman has said, even the biggest enemies will agree on elements of truth. I think both BJP and us, including people of the Aam Aadmi Party, when we get up in the morning, we believe that the sun rises from the east. So there is no surprise in even the biggest enemies agreeing on what are elements of truth. The statements of the BJP spokesperson about the fact that the kind of corruption your government has indulged in, and I'm not saying that, I'm alleging that the truth will come out in courts, the kind of misadventures in governance that you've done, and as I said, I've requested Arnab ji, and he's great to say that we can debate on the various claims that you make on development. On almost each of these, even if we are in opposition to the BJP, but we have to agree on the fact that you messed up Delhi. There are many issues in which we believe, you and I, both Aam Aadmi Party and Congress believe that the BJP has messed up India. We did that. We came together as far as the national elections are concerned. So we come together whenever people come together. Even if they are not together, they do always have the same view on elements of truth. So don't try and cloud the fact that just because we agree on a few things, we are in alliance with each other. That's a kind of obfuscation you do all the time.
Well, I will let Sandeep Dikshit go at that point. Mr. Dikshit, I will encourage you. 1 minute. Sudhanshu wants to say something to you. Yes, Sudhanshu.
Just one sentence. Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson has said that the millions viewer which are watching can draw a conclusion that who is having hobnobbing with this. I just want to quote 4 or 5 facts. आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस में जुगलबंदी देखिए, ये दोनों बटाला हाउस इनकाउंटर पे 1, शाहीन बाग पे 1, CAA पे 1, दिल्ली के रॉयट्स के ऊपर 1, और आप देखिए जिसे हिंदी में कहावत होती खरबूजे को देख के खरबूजा रंग बदलता है, इन्होंने जो स्कीम लागू की अर्नब, उसमें क्या लिखा हुआ? केजरीवाल कवच. Who is Mr. Kejriwal presently in the government? He is a CM? No. He is a deputy CM? No. He is a minister? No. Even he is not a chief whip. वही जो कांग्रेस में होता था कि मनमोहन सिंह पीएम थे, मगर फुटवा के ऊपर सोनिया जी थी. अब इसको देख के लगता है कि कैसे पॉलिटिक्स में नई पॉलिटिक्स का दावा करने वाले लोग अपना रंग बदलते कैसे आ जाते हैं.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let Sandeep Dixit go. I'm keeping, but Sandeep Dixit now एक promise लेके सुधांशु जी कि संदीप दीक्षित, सुधांशु त्रिवेदी आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता हमारे स्टूडियो में आएंगे for that big Delhi debate. सुधांशु, please stay on. Akshay Marathe, stay on. Joining us Kapil Madan, joining us Vivek Salas, joining us Tausif Khan. Vivek Salas, ये जो बात चल रही है, this conversation going on that you know it's been going on of late that Mr. Rahul Gandhi or Kharge should give up the leadership of the India Alliance, and the Aam Aadmi Party has said that Congress should be out of India Alliance if it calls Kejriwal anti-national. What is your view on it?
Calling Kejriwal ji anti-national, you know, it's definitely, you know, it's not good. We don't accept that. But it's a fight and it's a, you know, quarrel between the Congress party and the Aam Aadmi Party. They have to decide what the ultimate result is going to be. Whether within 24 hours Ajay Makanji will be asked to apologize, or it's the policy of the Congress or the Aam Aadmi Party, how they are going to do about in the Delhi elections. But calling something, I'll just give you 2 examples and I'll ask Sudhanshu ji about it, that even the TDP leader Chandrababu Naidu called Mr. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, a hardcore terrorist. What you have been talking about, and Amit Shah ji have been talking about, you know, Nitish Kumar ji in Bihar, we all know that. But today your top alliance partner are the TDP and the JDU. So such things are happening in the, if you point a single finger on someone, 4 fingers are pointed towards you, Sudhanshu ji. Calling Narendra Modi ji a hardcore terrorist, that was Chandrababu Naidu. And today, Chandrababu Naidu ji is the backbone of the NDA government in the center. So you have taken the support. So don't blame Ajay Makanji or Arvind Kejriwal or Sanjay Singh what they have been doing.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, can you respond to the Samajwadi Party spokesperson, please?
Vivek, yes, bilkul. Vivek ji, I think while speaking, you should exercise some of the Vivek. When Chandrababu Naidu has used this word against Modi ji, kindly give the proof. But one more thing I will say. Definitely.
Should I tell you?
Whether Nitish Kumar ji or whether Chandrababu Naidu ji, when we were in opposition to each other, they have criticized each other. Sir, let me complete the sentence. We have criticized, but I am giving the example when you people are together, the words you are using. याद करिए समाजवादी पार्टी के बारे में क्या कहा कांग्रेस के बारे में just last year in मध्य प्रदेश election. अखिलेश यादव has openly said कांग्रेस के लिए बहुत चालू पार्टी है ये, और कांग्रेस ने क्या कहा, सपा के लिए बहुत चिरकुट पार्टी है. And Kamalnath ji's statement, Akhilesh, Vakhilesh, and right now still Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are in alliance. And they are calling one is a terrorist, another is a farji, another thing. Sir, आप तो साथ में रहते क्या बोलते हैं? ममता बनर्जी alliance में है.
A choice goes today. One minute.
Mamta has murdered democracy. There is no democracy in West Bengal.
Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, I have received.
साथ रहते ऐसा बोलते हैं.
I have received some news that
you got a single example when NDA ally, being in NDA, has used any criticizing words towards each other.
And while this debate is going on, ladies and gentlemen, some breaking news came in that former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has been admitted in the critical care unit at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. He's admitted there, and we haven't yet received any further update on this. Now, we'll contact AIMS for an update on that. Tausif, and my question to you is, if it comes to making a choice between AAP and Congress, who will the Trinamool Congress choose? Because this fight between AAP and Congress has become extreme. TMC has to support one side. It can't remain equidistant. Who will you choose?
See, the question of choosing or not choosing does not arise because there is no national election coming up. It's an assembly election, it's a state election, it's a local election, where in Delhi, where Aam Aadmi Party and Congress and BJP are all contesting. Trinamool is not contesting in Delhi. And the India Alliance, so far the alliance is concerned, is a national alliance for the parliamentary election. And you know, this politics of convenience is nothing new for BJP. They have done politics over dead bodies. They have done politics over rapes. They have done politics over every opportunity.
But Tausif, you didn't answer my question. Who will you choose? आपको चूज करना होगा ना. अरविंद केजरीवाल ने कह दिया है. और कपिल मदान कपिल should Congress apologize? से हमको इनको 420 आपने क्या क्या look at the words used 420 cheat फर्जीवाल fraud नहीं 420 cheat फर्जीवाल fraud and anti-national. These are the exact words used by Congress against Kejriwal. He's not going to stay with you unless you apologize.
So, Arnab, let me just say that this is my personal opinion that in a political landscape, you should not be using these kind of personal remarks. That's my individual opinion. And having said, let me say this. You will have political differences with the political party, and it is absolutely right for you to question the government on the policy issue. If the allegation is that there is some, problem or, manipulation in the policy, of course, yes, the question should be asked. If there is any, issue of, someone is facing an issue of corruption, yes, it is something that you should be, you should be asking, and that's the role of the opposition. But, using these kind of words, I personally feel that these kind of words should be avoided. We have seen how, BJP Mr. Trivedi is here. It's a glaring example where Mr. Fadnavis called Ajit Pawar as Jagki piecing and he made those theatrical comments. And despite all that, 5 a.m. in the morning, oath ceremony was done and CM's oath was taken. It was Mr. Narendra Modi ji who called NCP as the national.
दूसरों की बात मत करिए, ये चॉइस होने वाली है.
क्यों ना करें त्रिवेदी जी की बात, क्यों ना करें? आप बताओ क्यों ना करें?
वर्सेस विद त्रिवेदी.
नहीं क्यों ना करें बात? आप बताओ आपको क्या तकलीफ?
आप सुबह आपको फ्रॉड 420 और फर्जीवाल कहते हैं और उसके बाद आप
तो आप
अबे अक्षय मराठे हैं आपके उनको क्या कहेंगे?
आप मराठे.
What would you say to Akshay Marathe who's sitting here right before you?
आप त्रिवेदी जी, अच्छा चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी किस केस में करप्शन में जेल में गए थे? किसकी सरकार के अंदर जेल में गए थे? किस केस में गए थे बताइए?
You people are fighting internally.
अरे इंटरनली क्या? आप देखो it is the most, in fact Mr. Trivedi ji is raising his finger but he doesn't have an answer. That's the reason why he needs your cover fire. Don't give him your cover fire. You are by this you are doing disservice to him rather than helping him.
Well,
ask him to respond.
I'm sorry, but you're the one fighting with the Aam Aadmi Party. You don't have the courage to say anything. नहीं, Aam Aadmi Party के पीठ पीछे उनको fraud, cheat, 420 कहते हैं. जब आम आदमी पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता आपके सामने प्रकट हो चुके हैं, उनको कुछ कह नहीं पा रहे आप.
So Arnab, I get your drift.
आपकी दही जम गई.
Cover fire. Your cover fire is exposing Mr.
No, I'm asking you, Akshay Marathe. He's sitting there in the middle. Akshay Marathe बीच में बैठे हैं. कुछ नहीं कहेंगे उनको.
दे नहीं पाएंगे. लेकिन वो जवाब दे नहीं पाएंगे. पर कोई बात नहीं. आपका अच्छा अटेम्प्ट था त्रिवेदी जी को सपोर्ट करने का. त्रिवेदी.
One minute. Trivedi will respond. Look at Akshay Marathe in the middle. Look at him in the middle. He knows that Congress does not have the courage to take him on directly today. हिम्मत नहीं है इनमें.
Hilarious. This is hilarious.
Can I respond? Allow me to comment. Look, Aam Aadmi Party also fought elections in Haryana. We also fought elections against the Congress Party. But not once did any Aam Aadmi Party leader say anything against Rahul Gandhi ji or Sonia Gandhi ji. When Arvind Kejriwal ji came out on bail, when the Lok Sabha elections were on, Arvind Kejriwal ji campaigned for Congress candidates in Delhi. So Aam Aadmi Party has been a steadfast supporter of the India Alliance. We continue to be with the India Alliance. But when a senior leader of the Congress Party calls Arvind Kejriwal anti-national, registers an FIR against Arvind Kejriwal, then of course we are well within our right.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, 1 minute to go, is responding.
Take action against them.
Sudhanshu Trivedi is responding. Sudhanshu Trivedi is responding to Kapil.
हमारे कांग्रेस के मित्र अति उत्साह में बोलने लगे अर्णव की कवर फायर. अब मैं लैंड माइन बताता हूं.
लैंड माइन
आप बोलेंगे कि ऐसे वर्ड्स नहीं यूज करने चाहिए. जिस पार्टी ने मोदी जी के लिए कहा मर जा मोदी, मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी, हिटलर की मौत, टुकड़े टुकड़े कर डालूंगा, एंड स्टिल यू आर हैविंग द ऑडेसिटी टू से इट इज लाइक डेविल गिविंग ए सरमन. एंड ऑन द इशू ऑफ किसने किसके बारे में क्या कहा, आई एम अगेन कोटिंग 3 more examples. While remaining in your coalition, Kejriwal went to Chhattisgarh, last year Chhattisgarh election, and his word is quote unquote, Bhupesh Baghel भारत के सबसे करप्ट चीफ मिनिस्टर है. He is the most corrupt chief minister. और आप उनके साथ रहे. And भगवंत मान्स, वीडियो इज अवेलेबल, एनीबडी कैन गो एंड से कि दिल्ली से पंजाब तक सबसे छोटी कहानी कोई मां अपने बच्चे को सुना सकती है तो वो कह सकती है एक थी कांग्रेस. सर आप क्या जवाब देने की बात कर रहे हैं? यहां कवर फायर की जरूरत नहीं है, सीधे बुलेट आकर सीने पे लगी है. इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं जब आप किसी के बारे में बोलिए तो जरा गौर से अंदर आके बोलिए. करप्शन के चार्जेस दोनों ने एक दूसरे पे लगाए. आपने केजरीवाल की सरकार के लिए कहा कि शराब घोटाले में इन्हें जेल जाना चाहिए. Even the allegation was initiated by Congress party.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running short of time tonight.
बोला वो सब छोड़ दीजिए. इसलिए
No. Now this debate, ladies and gentlemen, has to end here.
A very quick response to Mr. Trivedi, just 30 seconds. Mr. Trivedi, please don't give sermons of how language is used. Mr. Modi used words like कांग्रेस की विधवा. Do you endorse it?
अरे आपने शुरू किया भाई, क्या बात कर रहे हैं? सरमन आपने देना शुरू किया, आप हमसे कह रहे हैं. गजब है साहब.
Mr. Modi,
पब्लिक देख रही है.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, Kapil Madan, I have to bring this wonderful debate to an end. And I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind you of 2 things. This is a breaking news edition of the debate. We have news that Dr. Manmohan Singh was admitted to AIIMS some time back. We're tracking that. And as I come to the end of this news wheel, let's record and summarize with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Ladies and gentlemen, a few thoughts that I want to end with tonight. 11 years ago, Prime Minister Modi talked about a Congress Mukt Bharat. And it took the Indi over a decade to heed his advice. This rebellion of the AAP, SP and TMC, in my view, is not just based on recent events, but it has a deeper sense of dissatisfaction from the Congress party. For too long, the Congress party has failed to recalibrate its strategy and rejuvenate its leadership. It has come to the point that regional players have finally realized that the Congress's problems need not be the problems of the entire opposition. Ladies and gentlemen, that in my view is the main point which I would like to summarize to you this evening. So there you have it on air today, the precise reading of the debate in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Thank you for tuning into the debate tonight. I will be back with more news and debate tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed debate 1, stay tuned on the other side. Good night and good night.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.